moment my heart finally turned toward you. A quiet shift inside my spirit that I never could undo. It wasn't loud or overwhelming, just a soft and steady pull, like a whisper through the shadows, saying, child, I'm still faithful. Every doubt that held me captive lost its grip upon my chest, and the weight of distant failures found a place to finally rest. Here the memory grows brighter, here the truth shines clear and true, that my life began its healing on the day I turned to you. I turned toward you and grace began to rise, clearing storms behind my eyes. Every sorrow slowly loosened, every fear lost its disguise, in the shelter of your presence, in the love that never dies. Lord, you met me with compassion the moment I turned my eyes. I can still recall the trembling that had wrapped around my bones, how I carried hidden heartache through the nights I felt alone. But your mercy reached to meet me like a lantern in the cold, and the wounds that shaped my history found a place to break their hold. Every breath felt more like freedom, every tear like sacred rain, as the shame I kept in silence came undone from years of strain. Here my spirit found its courage, here my faith began anew, in that quiet life redeeming, turning of my heart to you. In the silence of surrender, where my fears were overdue, you restored the broken places as my heart came home to you. I turned toward you and dreams began to wake, like a river finding break. Every burden felt much lighter, every step felt less at stake. You revived the fading embers, you redeemed what pain could take. Lord, you met my fragile spirit with a love no night could shake. Let the memory keep me grounded, let it shape the songs I sing. Let the moment of returning be the strength my praises bring. You are tender in redemption, you are patient in renew, pulling beauty from surrender, as my heart keeps turning to you. Teach my soul to keep on reaching, and teach my heart to stay in view of the grace that first restored me on the day I turn to you. With a light I long to see, and the fears that once defined me lose their hold continually. Every breath feels like revival, every step a promise true. For the God who shaped my turning keeps on turning me anew. I can sense new strength unfolding from the ashes of regret, and the joy I thought was missing feels like sunrise glowing yet. So I lift my hands in worship, letting gratitude break through. For my life became its story on the day I turned to you. I turned toward you and came to rest. Every sorrow reassessed, every shadow lost its reason, every storm passed every test. Through the valleys, through the long nights, through the fears I once possessed, Lord, you held me in forgiveness as my heart confessed its mess. I turned toward you and found a love so true, one that never withdrew, till the day you call me heavenward, till my faith becomes brand new. I will praise the God who met me when my heart turned back to you. Faith blooms in my spirit like a small fire catching wind, sparking gently in the quiet where my doubts have always been. There's a warmth that spreads within me as your presence rises slow, and the embers of your kindness start to cast their holy glow.
Every fear becomes a shadow, melting softly from the flame, and the worries I've been hiding lose the power of their name. Here my soul begins to brighten, here the darkness grows less real, for your love ignites the stillness till my burning heart can feel.
Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, shining where my sorrow yields. Every ache becomes a whisper, every wound begins to heal. In the rising smoke of mercy, in the warmth your truth reveals, Lord, you set my heart to glowing. Faith looming like a fire in quiet fields.
Hope grows like wildflowers in the soil I once ignored, breaking through the ground of heartache as your grace becomes restored.
You remind me I am living in the sunlight of your care, and the grief that tried to own me slowly loosens in your air.
Every tear becomes a raindrop,
courage takes new color. Here my soul begins to yield to the tender glowing beauty of your fire across my field. Let the warmth of your compassion burn away what held me still, for your flame becomes my freedom and your love becomes my will. Faith illumined like a fire in quiet fields, lifting every truth concealed. Every shadow turns to daylight, every doubt becomes unsealed. You revive the broken pieces, you redeem what time has steal. Lord, you brighten all my valleys, faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Let your flame reshape my stories, let it clear the ashen dust, let it burn away the heartache that has grown from fear and mistrust. You are steady in the glowing, you are gentle in the blaze, guiding me through every season with a light that floods my days.
Teach my heart to burn with purpose, teach my soul to rise and yield, for your fire brings my healing faith, blooming like a fire in quiet fields.
Now the warmth spreads wide and holy as the day begins to shine, and the pain I thought would scar me becomes strength by your design. Every breath becomes an offering, every step a sacred spark, for the flame you've placed within me pushes gently through the dark. I can feel new life emerging from the ashes of my fears, and the joy I lost in seasons reappears like morning tears. So I lift my hands in wonder as your presence is revealed. Lord, your fire keeps on rising in the quiet of my field. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, where your mercy gently shields. Every burden finds its ending, every anguish slowly heals. Through the moments I felt empty, through the nights that felt concealed, Lord, you flood my soul with power. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, till the truth becomes my shield, till my journey finds its ending, till your glory is unsealed, till I stand within your kingdom, till my hope becomes fulfilled. I will walk beneath your presence, faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, glowing softly, rising holy. You are mercy unconcealed. Let my life forever witness faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Grace moves through my spirit like a river finding light, cutting channels through the shadows that once claimed my endless night. There's a flow of tender mercy running deep where fear had grown, and it washes over heartache till no sorrow stands alone. Hope drifts in like drifting water, cooling places burned by pain, and the currents of your kindness shape new strength within my frame. Here my soul begins its healing, here my faith regains control, as your river keeps on moving through the fractured parts of soul. Grace moving like a river through my soul, making every broken part feel whole. Every fear becomes a memory, every doubt releases whole. In the flow of living waters, in your love so wide and bold, Lord, you cleanse my deepest hurting. Grace moving like a river through my soul. Love pours down like gentle rainfall on the earth inside my chest, waking roots I thought were lifeless from the dryness I possessed. You revive the hidden gardens, you renew the barren ground, and the seeds I left forgotten start to slowly gather sound. Every tear becomes a droplet, feeding soil for joy to bloom. Every heartbreak becomes fertile in the space you give it room. Here the waters rise with purpose, here the healing starts to roll, as your mercy flows unending like a river through my soul. In the places I felt empty, now your presence overflows. Every valley finds its meaning in the river where it goes. Grace moving like a river through my soul, carving pathways I can't control. Every sorrow finds its cleansing, every wound gives up its toll. You restore the broken pieces, you redeem what life once stole. Lord, your waters rush with healing, grace moving like a river through my soul. Let your current guide my spirit, let it carry all my fear. Let it pull me toward your freedom, where your voice grows ever near. You are steady in the rapids, you are calm in waters deep, holding me through every current, never letting go your key. Teach my heart to flow with mercy, teach my soul to let winds roll, for your river leads to healing, grace still moving through my soul. Now the banks of life grow wider as your blessings overflow, and the pain I once kept hidden finds release within your glow. Every memory feels lighter, every moment feels refined, for the river of your goodness leaves no bitterness behind. I can sense the joy returning as the waters lift my weight, and the strength that once felt distant now begins to resonate. So I raise these hands in wonder, letting gratitude take hold, for your grace is ever flowing like a river through my soul. Grace moving like a river through my soul, filling deserts I can't control. Every storm becomes a whisper, every trial makes me whole. Through the valleys, through the shadows, through the nights so dark and cold, Lord, you lead me into freedom. Grace still moving through my soul. Grace moving like a river through my soul, till my breath aligns with your goal. Till the day you call me heavenward, till my faith becomes my role. I will trust your flowing mercy, grace forever in my soul. Flowing constant, flowing holy. Lord, your waters make me whole. Let me live within your river, grace still moving through my soul. I didn't know it was you holding me together back then, in the seasons when my strength couldn't rise to face the wind. I was walking with a tremble, barely breathing through the pain, but your mercy stitched the pieces that my heart could not contain. Every worry fell like thunder, every tear fell unrestrained, but your quiet hidden presence kept my spirit still maintained. Here the memory feels holy, here the truth breaks through again. It was you who held me steady long before I called you friend. You held me together back then, in the moments I'd forgotten. Every burden you were lifting, every sorrow you had softened. In the silence of my weakness, in the nights I felt so rotten, Lord, you carried every heartbeat in the places I fell lost in. I can still recall the heartache that had carved its mark so deep. How the nights felt cold and endless, and the days were hard to keep. but your kindness wrapped around me like a shelter in the rain. And the wounds I thought would scar me found their healing in your name. Every step felt somehow guided, every breath had slight repair. Though I didn't see the fingerprints of your mercy everywhere, here the memory grows brighter, here the truth lifts like amen. It was you who held me upright in the days I called mine. In the echoes of the struggle, in the doubt that I defended, you were working in the shadows where my hope had nearly ended. You held me together back then, though I failed to comprehend. Every valley had your footsteps, every fall had your amend. You revived the deepest ruins, you restored what couldn't mend. Lord, you held my fragile story with a love I can't pretend. Let the memory keep me grateful, let it steady all I do. Let the battles you have carried be the proof my heart runs to. You are faithful in the heartbreak, you are gentle through despair, holding all the broken details with a tenderness so rare. Teach my heart to keep recalling how you held me even then, so I never lose the wonder of the way you called me in. Now the sunrise paints the future with a light I've never known, and the fears that once consumed me start to loosen from their throne. Every breath feels more courageous, every step unwinds the past. For the God who held me secret holds me openly at last. I can sense my strength returning like a morning breaking through, and the hope I lost for ages finds its way in light of you. So I lift my hands in honor as my gratitude begins. For you held me in the shadows, long before I called you friend. You held me together back then, and you hold me even now. Every worry bows to mercy, every fear he learns to bow. Through the valleys, through the long nights, through the times I asked you how, Lord, you I've been holding you, you whispered, as the morning woke my mind. Every tear you thought was hidden never once escaped my sight. Your voice settled in the silence like a truth my heart had missed, pulling comfort through the corners where my deepest fears exist. Every heartbeat found its rhythm, every breath regained its peace, as your promise broke the darkness with a love that does not cease. Here your presence feels like heaven, here my soul grows less confined. For I heard you speak my name, Lord, in the quiet of my mind. I heard your name inside my quiet morning, like a river softly forming. Every sorrow lost its color, every doubt gave up its warning. In the warmth of holy comfort, in the truth you keep restoring, Lord, you held my spirit closely when I heard your gentle call.
You are not the sum of failures, not the weight of yesterday. You are mine and I will guide you every time you lose your way. Your words settled on my spirit like a hand upon my chest,
and the burdens I was carrying slowly loosened into rest. Every fear began its fading, every shadow stepped aside, as your mercy filled my breathing with a quiet, sacred pride. Here the morning feels like healing, here my heart is redesigned. For your whispers shape my courage in the quiet of my mind. In the stillness of your presence, you remind me I'm your own, and my heart begins its rising in a peace I've never known. I heard your name inside my quiet morning, lifting storms I kept ignoring. Every scar became a story, every wound felt less enduring. You revived the broken places, turned my weakness into forming. Lord, you healed me with your whisper in the quiet of the morning. Speaking to my restless thinking, speaking to my trembling soul, let your truth rewrite my sadness, let your mercy take control. You are gentle in your timing, you are steady in your grace, pulling love through every moment till it softens every space. Teach my spirit to remember you are with me intertwined, for your whisper is like a choir of morning praise, and the shadows of my heartbeat find their peace in warming rays. Every breath becomes assurance, every step a brand new sign, for the God who speaks so gently places courage in my spine. I can feel new life returning, like a calm that's been refined, as your whisper fills the silence with a strength that's soft and kind. So I lift my hands in worship, letting gratitude unwind. Lord, you heal me in the stillness of the quiet in my mind. I heard your name inside my quiet morning, and my fears stopped their performing. Every broken piece grew steady, every tear felt less alarming. Through the valleys, through the long nights, through the storm so cold and stormy, Lord, you kept my soul from falling with your whisper so transforming. I heard your voice inside my quiet morning, like a new day softly forming, till the day I stand before you, till my final breath is warming. I will live beneath your promise, held by whispers of the morning. Gentle Savior, holy healer, peace my heart could never find. Lord, you call me back to living with your whisper in my mind. I hold you closer than the breath that rises quiet inside. You spoke softly to my spirit as the morning opened wide. Your voice settled like a promise on the tension in my soul, pulling comfort through the fractures that I thought would never heal. Every shaken part grew steady, every fear was losing place, as your whisper filled my silence with the kindness of your grace. Here the dawn felt like assurance, here my heart found room to rest, for your voice embraced my spirit, closer than the breath within my chest. You hold me closer than the breath inside my chest, where the weary find their rest. Every burden slowly loosens, every ache becomes confessed, in the stillness of your mercy, in the warmth that I possess. Lord, you wrap me in your presence, closer than the air inside my chest. You're not walking through the valley with a sorrow I don't see. Every tear you've held in silence falls directly onto me. Your voice echoed through my weakness like a healing steady hand, lifting weight from hidden places I could never understand. Every memory felt forgiven, every scar grew soft again, as your love rewrote my story through the cracks of where I've been. Hear my trembling turn to courage. Hear my heartfelt, truly blessed. For your presence fill my breathing, closer than the breath within my chest. In the quiet where you meet me, in the truth I can't express, you become the strength I cling to, closer than the breath I press. You hold me closer than the breath inside my chest, pulling storms from where they nest. Every shadow loses meaning, every fear becomes addressed. You revive the broken pieces, you restore what love compressed. Lord, you comfort me with mercy, closer than the breath inside my chest. Let your voice keep shaping healing. Let it calm the restless mind. Let it speak into the corners where my doubts had stayed confined. You are patient through my failing. You are strong in tenderness, filling me with holy courage, wrapped in love and faithfulness. Teach my soul to trust your nearness. Teach my heart to reassess. For you hold me in the quiet, closer than the breath I press. Now the sunlight paints the edges of the world with gentle grace, and the fears I thought were endless start to crumble, lose their place. Every step becomes more certain, every tear finds sweet release. For the God who speaks so softly fills my heart with steady peace. I can sense the path before me, lit by love I can't contest, as your whisper carries courage, closer than the breath within my chest. So I raise my hands in worship, letting gratitude invest in the beauty of your nearness, closer than the breath inside my chest. You hold me closer than the breath inside my chest, turning chaos into rest. Every sorrow starts unwinding, every fear becomes addressed. Through the valleys, through the long nights, through the seasons I've been stressed, Lord, you lift me with your comfort, closer than the breath inside my chest. You hold me closer than the breath inside my chest, till my life is fully blessed, till the day I stand in heaven, till my soul no longer press. I will trust your faithful presence, closer than the breath inside my chest. Holy whisper, gentle Savior, healing all that I repressed. Lord, you keep me in your nearness, closer than the breath inside my chest. Mercy grows inside my spirit, like a garden waking slow. Soft roots pushing through the places where my sorrow used to grow. There's a quiet, holy greening in the soil I left undone, as your kindness pours like sunlight till the darkness comes undone. Every hidden seed of healing starts to rise with gentle care, and the tears I thought were wasted water hope that's blooming there. Here the barren ground is changing, here my heart begins to hold. Lord, your love becomes a garden growing deep inside my soul. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul, making broken spaces whole. Every fear becomes a flower, every loss a fertile road. In the softness of your presence, in the peace you still control, Lord, you tend the deepest places. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul. Grace spreads out across my memory, like a vine that climbs the years, wrapping gently round the moments I once covered up with tears. You remind me every season has a purpose in your hands, and the winters I survived through help the summer understand. Every scar becomes a story, every bruise becomes a stem, for the hands that shape creation shape the fragile parts again. Hear the quiet blooms of healing fill the wounds life tried to stole, as your mercy keeps on growing like a garden in my soul. In the deep earth of my longing, you plant seeds and make me whole, and my faith begins its rising from the roots you gently sow. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul, bringing life I can't control. Every sorrow starts to soften, every burden pays its toll. You revive the empty spaces, you renew what darkness stole. Lord, you breathe new life within me. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul. Let your sunlight warm my failures, let it shine on every fear. Let the stems of hope grow taller as your presence draws me near. You are patient in my tending, you are faithful in my care, turning dry and weary deserts into fields of answered prayer. Teach my spirit to stay rooted, teach my heart to trust your role, for your love remains the gardener of this garden in my soul. Now the colors of your goodness fill the meadows of my mind, and the things I thought were hopeless show a beauty redefined. Every breath becomes a blossom, every step a growing vine. For your grace restores the seasons that I thought I'd left behind. I can feel new life unfolding in the soil once cold and thin, as your mercy keeps on flowing through the places deep within. So I offer all my ruins, letting restoration roll. Lord, you bring a holy harvest from the garden in my soul. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul, pulling pieces into whole. Every trial becomes a turning, every ache a sacred goal. Through the valleys, through the shadows, through the nights that took their toll, Lord, you flood my roots with healing. Mercy growing like a garden in my soul, growing steady, growing holy, growing places once were cold. Lord, your love remains the gardener of the garden in my soul. Morning light spread softly over the fields of my redemption. Golden warmth across the valleys where my failures found suspension. Every hill feels touched with mercy, every blade of grass renewed, as the sunlight moves like blessings through the places I once ruled.
There's a calm across the distance, like creation holds its breath, while the echoes of your kindness chase away the weight of death.
Here the landscape feels like healing, here my burdens lose their shield.
For your grace keeps rising gently through the dawn across my field.
Morning light over the fields of my redemption, breaking through my old pretension. Every sorrow loses color, every fear loses dimension.
In the glow of holy comfort, in the peace that finds ascension, Lord, you lift my weary spirit through the fields of my redemption.
I can see the distant mountains wearing crowns of gentle fire, as the sunrise paints their edges with a hope that won't retire. And the shadows that were lingering in the corners of my past fade away beneath the brightness that your mercy holds steadfast.
Every valley feels less empty, every ridge feels touched with care. For the God who shapes the morning meets me in the open air. Hear my spirit breathe in freedom,
Here my heart learns how to yield, as the daylight spreads like promise over every broken field. In the wide expanse of mercy, I find strength I never knew. For the sunrise of forgiveness paints my heart in shades of you. Morning light over the fields of my redemption, lifting sorrow, easing tension. Every bruise becomes a memory, every ache finds definition. You revive the quiet places, you restore my lost intention. Lord, you heal me through the sunrise on the fields of my redemption. Let the colors of your kindness fill the corners of my soul. Let the winds of heaven's mercy make the broken places whole. You are steady in the stillness, you are faithful in reveal, bringing glory to the shadows till the darkest moments heal. Teach my heart to keep on rising, teach my steps to never yield. For your grace is always shining on the fields where I am healed. Now the morning grows much brighter as the day begins to bloom, and the weight I carried inward slowly gives the heart more room. Every breath feels like revival, every moment feels more real. For your light keeps breaking deeper through the soil I used to feel.
I can sense new strength returning in the warmth across the land, and the grace that once felt distant comes alive at your command.
So I raise my hands with wonder as the sunlight is revealed, knowing you restore my story in the fields where I am healed. Morning light over the fields of my redemption, turning doubt into affection. Every sorrow finds its meaning, every scar its resurrection.
Through the valleys, through the long nights, through the storms of lost direction,
Lord, you lead me with your mercy through the fields of my redemption. Morning light over the fields of my redemption, till my body meets ascension, till the day you call me homeward, till my heart finds full connection. I will walk beneath your promise through the fields
of my redemption. Golden sunrise,
holy wind,
blessing every truth
Lord, you meet me in the morning on the fields where I am here. The river glowed like grace as it wound through the valley, silver light across the water where my worries used to rally. Every ripple felt like mercy, every shimmer like release, as the morning brushed the surface with the fingerprints of peace.
There were whispers in the tree line as the wind began to rise, carrying hints of holy comfort through the space between the skies. Here the valley felt like healing, here my heart began to see that the river of forgiveness kept on flowing over me.
The river glows with the grace that carries me, steady as eternity. Every sorrow finds its fading, every burden finds the sea. In the current of your kindness, in the tide that sets me free, Lord, your mercy flows forever like a river inside me. I can see the gentle shoreline where the reeds sway soft and slow as the sunlight breaks in patterns only heaven seems to know. And the echoes of my failures lose their power in the light as the water keeps on singing that my soul will be alright.
Every bend becomes a promise, every wave a soft embrace, for the God who shaped the rivers writes his healing on this place. Here my breathing feels much lighter, here my doubts lose clarity, as the river keeps reminding how your grace runs endlessly.
In the quiet of the valley, in the calm you let me see, I am held by holy waters flowing deep and constantly. The river glows with the grace that carries me, washing pain so tenderly. Every worry slowly loosens, every scar learns how to flee. You revive the buried pieces, you restore what used to be. Lord, your mercy flows forever like a river inside me. Let the waters keep on moving, let them cleanse the parts I hide, let them whisper through my spirit as they gently brush the side. You are steady in your healing, you are faithful in decree, riding hope along the shoreline till the waves make new in me.
Teach my soul to keep on trusting in the currents I can't see, for the river of your mercy flows with love that carries me.
Now the valley grows much brighter as the river winds anew, and the peace I once was missing comes alive in every hue. Every step becomes more hopeful, every breath a soft delight, for the God who guides the waters guides my spirit headed toward the light. I can sense new joy returning as the river sets me free, and the grace that holds creation keeps on washing over me. So I lift my hands in worship as the morning beckons me, for your river keeps on flowing toward the heart of eternity. The river glows with the grace that carries me, turning doubt to harmony. Every valley feels much safer, every night less hard to see. Through the storms, across the mountains, through the times I lost the key, Lord, your mercy flows forever, like a river lifting me. The river glows with the grace that carries me, till my soul finds sanctuary, till the day you call me heavenward, till my breathing's wild and free. I will trust the God of rivers, whose forgiveness covers me.
Holy water, endless mercy, peace in every valley tree. Lord, your river keeps reminding that your grace still carries me.
Your peace flows through my spirit, like a whisper through the dark, softly clearing out the places where old fear had left its mark. There's a hush of holy comfort, moving slow from deep within, as the echo of your kindness pulls me back to life again.
Every trembling thought grows quiet, every shadow bends its knee, for your peace becomes the anchor that restores what's left in me. Hear the noise of past confusion, loses power, falls apart, as your whisper keeps on flowing like a river through my heart.
Your peace flowing like a whisper through my heart, lifting every heavy part. Every sorrow melts to silence, every wound begins to start. In the stillness of your presence, in the grace you set apart, Lord, you cover me with healing, with your whisper through my heart. Hope rises in the quiet, like a soft breath in the cold, warming corners of my spirit that the trials had made so old. You remind me I am chosen, even in my weakest side, and the storms I couldn't carry find their ending as they die.
Every places where love stands. Here my soul regains its courage. Here the weary parts restart, as your peace keeps gently flowing like a whisper through my heart.
In the silence of your presence, I find courage to begin. For your whisper in the darkness draws me closer from within. Your peace flowing like a whisper through my heart, filling every fragile part. Every burden turns to blessing, every fear lets down its guard. You restore the hidden places that the world had torn apart. Lord, you breathe new life inside me with your whisper through my heart. Let your voice rewrite my memories. Let it soothe my jagged past. Let the murmur of your mercy hold my trembling moments fast. You are steady in the silence. You are strong in gentle ways, guiding me through every valley with a peace that softly stays.
Teach my soul to trust your quiet. Teach my heart to never part. For your peace becomes my compass, flowing whisper through my heart.
Now the morning starts its glowing over landscapes of my mind, and the things I once was fearing lose their shadowed place behind. Every breath feels like renewal, every step a holy start. For the whisper of your goodness brings new fire to my heart.
I can see the road before me growing brighter as I go, and the burdens that once crushed me lose their weight within your flow. So I lift my hands in worship as your mercy does impart. Lord, your peace keeps overflowing like a whisper through my heart.
Your peace flowing like a whisper through my heart, turning darkness into art. Every trial becomes a lesson, every loss becomes a part. Through the winters, through the shadows, through the storms that tore apart, Lord, you cover me with comfort, with your whisper through my heart. Your peace flowing like a whisper through my heart, till my fears no longer start, till the day I stand in glory, till the tears and pain depart. I will live beneath your mercy with your whisper through my heart.